Now I want to introduce you to this magical little tool called a fabric tube maker from Clover. So if you've ever seen rugs like this where it's tubes of fabric and they go around and around and they're sewn together, this is a tool that people will use for that. But I found a couple other good uses for it, including making the ties for a makeup bag. So it comes with 4 pieces, 2 that click together for the big part, 2 that click together for the small part. Now it's really important to remember that this is above. I somehow got mine jammed in, but you can see it kind of goes together like a puzzle piece. I will say, I find these a little bit hard to put on and off. So if you have arthritis, this might be a little tricky. This one isn't as bad, just kind of push your fingers and push forward and that will come apart. This is the one that really gets me. So what I decided to do was take some flathead pliers and just super gently squeeze the side with the pliers to get that squeezed in so that I can push it out. So next, just like with the bias tape maker, you're going to put your fabric wrong side up into that channel. You're going to make sure it's even on both sides. Then you're going to take this, you're going to slip it in until it clicks and keep it up. You can see there's quite a bit of space because it's designed so that you can have batting in there too. So this basically works just like a bias tape maker. I'm showing you this on the desktop and then I'll show you how it works on the sewing machine, but I just want you to know how to load it before we're in tighter spaces at my sewing machine. So now you want to keep it like this, make sure it's folded, and then you're going to push it through this smaller one. And what this is going to do is it's going to help fold it in half. And then you do the same thing, you keep this kind of on top, push until that clicks. So it's a 2-part system. Your sewing machine is going to be here. I'm going to show you how it works. This is going to do this. This is going to do this. You're going to twist it and you're going to sew along this edge, sewing these together. So it's not pressed. The idea behind it is you just go right to the sewing machine. So we are going to do that. I just wanted to show you how it was set up before I got started. Now I'm zoomed way back because I want to show you how I have my sewing machine set up. So my sewing machine basically stops here, and then I have this table that extends the space in front of my presser foot and my sewing. And the reason I'm showing you that is it's really helpful when you're using this, because then you have space to pull this back and still feed that through. I don't know that you'd really have enough space if you were just in the front of your sewing machine. So if you don't have a table like this, get creative. Put some books or something that will even up and give you a little bit more even space for feeding all of this when making the ties. And then I'm going to use a leader fabric, which is just a little scrap piece of fabric. I'm going to start sewing on that. So if you get any bird's nests, they're going to be there, not on your project. I'm going to put this in front. So I'm going to get started. And then sometimes this will pop up. You want to make sure everything stays nice and flat under your presser foot. So I use my scissors. My goal is to sew about 1/8 of an inch from this edge. So as I go, I'm just going to be pulling these back and then using my fingers to flip that down and make sure these 2 folds stay lined up. I'm doing my best to keep my fingers out of the way so you can see. And see how it's starting to push up from the foot because I got too close to the edge. Just lift your foot and put it back down if that happens. Have you ever tried one of these tools before? Do you make those jelly roll rugs or do you use this for something else? Let me know in the comments. It's not something I use a lot, but I really like it for things like this. Then I'm just going to cut that leader fabric off. And I sewed back and forth on this starting end, and I should have stopped a little short here because we need to get this end folded under. And I usually do it right as I come to the end, but I forgot. So we'll just grab the seam ripper. You're not really sewing if you're not using your seam ripper, right? You want to stop about 2 to 3 inches before the end, stop sewing. You could leave it in your sewing machine instead of having to use your seam ripper. Then flatten that, fold that first section in, second in, and then back in half so that we have a finished edge on one end. So like I said, you could do that if you remember while you're sewing, but because I didn't, I'm just going to start a few stitches back. And I'm going to hold it down with the scissors so I don't sew my finger. So now we have that. I'm just going to take it to the ironing board and iron that flat. Now you can leave your ties like this, just sewn on the one side. If you prefer the look, you can sew down the other side as well. That's totally personal preference. If you want to do these fast, just sew the one side. If you like the look of both sides, go for it. So what do you think? Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you never miss an easy sewing project, sewing tutorial, quilting tutorial, or more tips for how to sew and sell. My name is Tara Reed. I'm an artist. I'm a fabric designer with Riley Blake Designs, and I love doing these videos, and I love to get your feedback on what you like, what you're looking for, and how you're going to use some of these projects. I will sign off, and you go have so much fun.